Let me explain something very slowly for the people who still think corruption looks like cartoon villains and suitcases of cash. Corruption in America wears a badge. It wears a credential. It wears a job title inside the Department of the Interior. While everyone was being whipped into a frenzy over war headlines and invasion chatter, while the media was screaming about Venezuela like it was the end of the world, something much quieter happened. A family inside the federal government got paid, not because they invented something, not because they built anything, but because they were standing close enough to power to move a pen faster than the law. A lithium mine needed approval. Approval that normally requires environmental review. Approval that normally takes time. Approval that normally protects land, water, and people. Instead, fast-tracked, rubber-stamped. Environment skipped like an inconvenience. And the moment that approval cleared, a $3.5 million check was triggered to a government official's family. That's not policy. That's not coincidence. That's not optics. That's a payoff with better manners. And the person sitting inside that office, the one with access, meetings influence, was Karen Bud Phelan, placed there under Donald Trump. This wasn't some intern. This wasn't a clerk. This was senior leadership. And here's the part that should make everyone furious. The story came out. It was reported. It hit the front page. And then, poof, it vanished. Why? Because nothing buries corruption better than a big, shiny distraction. Because war talk is very convenient when someone is quietly cashing in. Because outrage has a short attention span, and corruption knows how to wait it out. And Rachel Maddow said it plainly, not dramatically, not hysterically, just accurately. Big distractions are very useful for people stealing quietly. That's the system. No handcuffs. No consequences. No accountability tour. Just silence, time, and a cleared check. And before anyone says, well, was it illegal? Let me stop you right there. You don't need a conviction for something to be corrupt. You don't need a jail sentence for something to be rotten. You don't need a mugshot for something to be wrong if your family gets paid millions. Because you sit inside the agency that approves the deal. The system is compromised, period. This is how the country gets sold piece by piece. Land, water, minerals, futures. Not with explosions, but with signatures. So the next time they scream about enemies abroad, ask who's getting rich at home. Because every time the headlines get loud, someone is hoping you won't notice the sound of a check clearing. And most of the time, they're right.